The lovely city of New York is at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the semifinals here in the Barclays Center, and it's popping off right about now. The sun's out, the guns are out, and more importantly, mousesports have triumphed in that first map with relative ease over NRG in a 16-12 route. My name is Trey Saranthus, and here on the analyst desk alongside Chad and Duncan, we're going to be trying to make some sense of what just went down here for mousesports.
The sun is definitely up, and it's a very sunny day right now. That is the problem for the guys from NRG, because whenever I think of Brooklyn, I think of Notorious B.I.G. And the big man in NY today was Sunny. This guy kicked in the door, waving the 4-4. This was ridiculous. What an insane performance. That's one of the win conditions I guess we should have outlined a bit more emphatically, which is the NRG team is a better team probably than mousesports, but the best player in the server is Sunny. Like, this is undeniable. Very, very top-level player.
Well, we do actually have the opportunity to hear from the coach of mousesports, but perhaps there will be just a few more seconds before that does happen.
So do we or don't we? I just want to get this confirmed.
We're close, but we're not quite there at the finish line yet.
So we can maybe talk to the coach.
I'm pretty sure.
Come on, man. We could have had a whole Blast Pro Series final in the time we're taking.
All right, so let's look at a couple of other factors that went down in this one. I think if we want to get stuck in, maybe we can talk to LMBT about how integral he thought round number 6 was, that pivot round where Oscar had the 2v1 situation. That's where it all went wrong, right? That was the one round where it just fell apart for NRG, and that's the kind of rounds that we expect from Oscar, or this team as a whole, because I've had the pleasure of talking to LMBT about Counter-Strike and his kind of mantra on it for some time. And there was a period of time, maybe Katowice, I think it was, where he figured the game was very mid-round. You know, you just get your players into positions, and then that's when he had the stars to be able to close out that round. That's something that's been missing from this mousesports roster. They've been able to do the openings, but no one's been able to stand up in the mid-rounds and close it out. And Oscar, at that one round, round number 6, winning that 2v1 situation against Daps and Cirque, that's for me at least where that first half was taken away. It got close. It got better, NRG warmed into it, but mousesports definitely looking strong.
I mean, that first half NRG netting, 5 rounds here, put up a pretty solid performance at the CT side of mousesports. Duncan, what's your take on this first half?
Yeah, underwhelming first half. Like I said, the actual stat that we were given about mousesports' number of pistols, but then conversions, like the low econ game was massively on their side in this particular match. Like you saw the NRG guys, if they get the full utility, they're a pretty good team, but I felt like they couldn't properly get there. As a result, Cirque didn't have the resources, didn't really see a whole lot of him in this particular game. It was a rough one all around. Like the double AWP setup, as Chad said, was heavily on the side of the mousesports guys.
5 rounds on the T side, it's okay, but that's 5 rounds normally when you don't get the pistol. This is 5 rounds with the pistol, so that's only 2 gun rounds, which isn't really good enough, right? They didn't really establish enough, and this is where you look at the individual prowess of players who can just multi-frag. That's one of the highlights as well we look at for the mousesports guys. But if you want to look at a silver lining for NRG as they warmed into the game, you can see that comeback, I think, is very important for them going into Nuke. Now they're going to get
Could have been a blowout.
Exactly. If it was a blowout, I think it would have just been done. I think the series is over at that point. But now, obviously, Nuke, I'm leaning now towards mousesports as their map pick. I think they've got better pedigree on that map. The thing is, they're going to be starting on the T side. We didn't need to see too much from them on the T side of this one. And now that Breezy's online, he had a good game as well. Having him go head-to-head with Sunny, this is where I guess the question marks become of the playstyle we're about to see come out from mousesports. Is Chris J going to come online?
That's actually a fantastic question. Perhaps we can get it answered over in an interview right now where James Banks is standing by with LMBT.
Thank you, Stunner. Yes, I am here, and I am joined by LMBT. We're ready to discuss kind of what happened. Now, Chad mentioned something on the desk there about round 6, where Oscar came in, had his magic moment. Just kind of break that down for me. Let me know how that kind of turned the tides, because you guys did have a very dominant performance to start off with here.
Well, that was a really crucial round, economy-wise, and that was a really crucial round for his confidence and their confidence. So I would say welcome back, Tommy. Finally, he did it again. And I'm pretty sure that will help us in future as well, because that gave just a lot of confidence to the whole team. That's it.
Now, you won on their pick. We had a good performance from both Oscar and Sunny specifically. Do you think this has kind of maybe knocked NRG's confidence a bit? Because going into Nuke, it's a map that both teams are quite capable of.
Well, it doesn't matter who is putting numbers, only team winning or losing, right? So that's kind of like this. But about Nuke and NRG, as I checked, they had 100% win rate. They never lost this map last 3 months. But last 4 months, we beat them 4 months ago on this map, right? And yeah, that will be pretty cool to ruin the statistics, yeah?
You heard it there, guys. LMBT wants to ruin their statistics. But one question on it. The teams you faced on it, obviously your only loss on Nuke was to Astralis recently. The other 2 teams were just Gambit. Now, do you think going up against NRG, obviously they're going to be pretty prepared for you guys, but do you think they expected you guys to pick into Nuke?
I guess so, to be honest. I mean, we don't have too much maps played with this lineup, and Nuke is like one of 3 maps where we was performing good with this lineup, right? So that's why, yeah, I think that they expected it, yeah, to be one of 2 or 3 maps picked.
Well, let's see if you can upset their 100% win ratio. Guys, let me know what you thought about all of that.
Yeah, it seemed as though LMBT, you know, a man of many words, one might say. So eloquent at that.
Well, to add context to that stat he's talking about, on LAN in the last 3 months for NRG, sure, they do have a 100% win ratio, but it's against E-United and Swole Patrol, and that was both of the American minors where they were unable to qualify, and they were relatively close games, 16-13,
So it may as well be 0-0, to be fair, in the context of this match.
So this is a higher caliber team that they're going up against.
How about the head-to-head here for context, which we can give Sunny just that little bit of edge? We talked about the 4-4s coming out, Duncan. Is that going to continue to be the case here? Because we did highlight him as a player to watch.
Well, obviously, this is where it's a tough... If you want to look at just the NRG side of the equation, this is a tough ask having Inferno and then Nuke be the first 2 maps, because how's the AWPA supposed to get involved? Like, this is a team where they're at their best. When Cirque is their best player, the team's set up around him, they've got the resources to give him that AWP. It's another map where, as you alluded to before, the teams that actually like this map, with the exception of Device and Astralis, I mean, even Simple does rifles on this map half the time. So you don't particularly play an AWP-heavy style. It's very hard to get it going. So while I do agree, I think NRG can play the map. It's not a done deal. mousesports isn't clear, just going to 2-0 this with ease. It was actually the Infernal pick that, in theory, was more edged towards another team in NRG. So I think there's chances for them here. Problem is, you look at the players on mousesports, they've got so much talent. They do like this map. It's one they're comfortable on. So it's up to them if they want to 2-0 this, for my money.
I think, you know, we already mentioned this, that Chris J does the primary AWPing on the CT side for mousesports in this. And in that first map, he only had 9 kills. Now, sure, they were in quite a concise position the whole time. They felt like they were going to take that victory no matter what, and he didn't need to do a lot. But he didn't have a chance to really warm into the game. So that could be one point of contention. We know that the yard, you know, I sound like a broken record, but outside is such a hugely contested part of this map. So him with the AWP out there, he has to be confident in himself, and if he starts losing that duel to Cirque, it's how they're going to, I guess, react to that. And they also have to think about, we've got Oscar playing that top side. A couple of the players have been moved around a little bit, because you think about how it used to be. It used to be Stico on the top side, and I don't think Snacks is playing that position at the moment. I think he's playing swing.
Real quickly, guys, 3, 2, 1, who do you got in this one?
I'm gonna have to go with mousesports. They really impressed me after that first map.
Yeah, I think mousesports sadly ends the Cinderella story.
Well, there is the war horn. It is time to release the nukes. It's time to go into our second map of our first semifinal. And of course, to make it all possible is gonna be Pansy and Machine.
Thank you so much, Trace. New York, are you still with us? I love it. NRG taking on mousesports. And already we have, as the desk so rightfully so put, that this is really going to start looking difficult. Yes, the stats for NRG are deceiving. Sure, undefeated on Nuke in the last 3 months offline, but only versus domestic rivals. This is a European team, and the team that picked into this one with one purpose only, and that's getting to the grand final. The pistol begins. We're 4-4.
We certainly are, but there's a lot of bodies still in the way of this ramp hit coming through, as mousesports would have loved it to. And they're going to try new things. Feels a little bit strange here, a little bit here, there, and everywhere, and Cirque is loving that. Takes the head off of Rops as it does. Again, return. This is back and forth. This feels deathmatchy, Alex. This is very here, there, and everywhere. Now it's suddenly looking far better for mousesports.
Yeah, Breezy, he's gone from playing deathmatch to retake servers. 1v3.
No wingman to help him.
Just Breezy. He's got the first. Little glimpse of Chris J. He's low. 1 bullet will do it. No. 2 whistle past the ear of the Dutchman. Now backing away. He realizes his options are so very limited now. No kit, no hope. And it should be mousesports round. Chris J confirms it. That will be the first for Mouse. It's the T side of Nuke. That winning that pistol is instrumental in building up a lead on the less favorable side.
It's massive. If you don't play this game often, if you're only just checking it out, tuning in, you're wondering, why do we say this all the time about this map? Utility is so pivotal for a CT side. The defending side can do so nicely. The map itself lends to their favor, but without those smokes, grenades, molotovs to slow the hit down, the T side, they can run Rampage like this.
That was a sick round from Chris J. That second shot really did just lock it in. Otherwise, things could have got a bit difficult. Instead, no armor bought from NRG. They are expecting this one to go the way of Mouse, and then Chris J continuing his run of form as he finds his 4th already, and they're just running onto the top side. They know there's not going to be any nades in the hands of CTs. They don't have to do anything fancy. charge through the doors, no Molotovs or smokes in your way, and only pistols in the hands of NRG. Real simple, by the book from mousesports. Deagles potentially want to keep hold of them, or, there you go, shots into the spine of Sunny, and tags up Rops quite heavily as well.
Making it uncomfortable, but still 4 alive in a bomb plant. That's better. All right, Ethan. Do it again. Nah, Chris J says no. Chris is pretty loving this game so far. Was it 5 kills?
Yeah, 5 in 2 rounds, just...
That's big. That's confidence building there for Chris J. And if he's going to be picking up the AWP tool, if he's going to start trying to run that, that's always a really good scene to be seen for an AWP to have that confidence real quick. Now we see a good start from mousesports. NRG, we saw prolifically throughout the group stages their ability to turn those second rounds and third rounds and make them competitive. It feels like that's not the case. Nuke is not allowing that to happen.
Not just yet. mousesports looking likely to convert, as they know there will still not be enough, especially on the CT side of Nuke. You just can't make any of these half quasi-buys work. You need the utility, you need to be fully equipped, and therefore they will once again bow their heads and concede. Not without putting up a fight, of course, but they will be expecting this one to be more of a case of just doing some damage for the longevity. He was good with that Deagle. He's going to have another chance at it. Back of the head of Snacks, and all the info towards Silo as well.
He pulled the trigger so early, but it's fine. Ethan, only good for 1, but it looks real nice.
Style points.
It certainly is, and now we might have a little something to be spoken about here. A 2v2. One's only got a USPS though. Snacks is still there.
Oh!
Zerk.
That's huge. NRG.
Zerk, are you seriously going to do this? Oh, he's just trying to get away the tag. Snacks is 1 HP.
1 point of health, Snacks. He reveals himself. He has to hit the shot. And NRG, from nothing comes something. They win the round. Zerk, huge work from him. He makes mousesports look like clowns. This is the Cirque du Soleil.
I wanted to use that line, Alex. You upset me.
Sorry, it's already been used.
Really?
Yeah, a long time ago. I think I gave it to someone at one point, making jokes in the green room.
If I hear one more word about Snacks, Apple, and feeling hungry, I will just jump off where I am.
I love it. There we go.
Fast pace, though, coming in. Have to hit the brakes. There's those smokes, there's those nades, making it harder work for the likes of Rops to try and get a cheeky bit of work done for himself through that squeaky door. But they are chomping at the bit here, mousesports. They're not particularly backing away, and you're going to be on the receiving end. Breezy, happy to meet that. He's like, all right, Crochet, I need to humble you. I need to slow you down. Your roll has been going a little too fast for me.
Yeah, first blood drawn, Chris J. He did have such a fantastic start into this game, but round 4, second map of our first semi-final here for ESL One New York. And Zerk's damage done before he even gets the signature weapon in his grasp. Not sure what's going on there. That doesn't look positive. Looks like we're still going to be seeing the action unfold, though. Zerk was standing so stationary, it looked like he wasn't connected, in fact. Yep.
It looks like we've got server issues.
That does look like an
They're
issue.
doing the moonwalk.
Hold on a
Round of
second.
applause, please. Thank you.
Things are still happening, though. Things are still
They are. It might be our observer, which
think
is the
it's
more
the-
worrying part.
I can
have a little look, just keep you guys updated. We're going to go full audio
Give
cast.
us
Alex, you
a
fancy it?
radio cast. Here we go.
Oh, this is going to be awkward on Nuke, let's be honest. We are down to a 4v3. Again, what you're watching right now is frozen, so don't panic. We know it. Hopefully the observer fixes it up. But the T side have 3 remaining players. Snacks, Oscar, and Rops. The bomb is on Snacks, but he only has 10 HP. It looks like it's coming in. They have lost out on Snacks, though. As said, 10 HP doesn't bode well. A nade lands, and that bomb is yet to be planted.
I'll have to be as descriptive as possible. As
It looks like a save here.
My gun fee. There we go.
Yeah, it will be a save. Oscar and Rops will be heading off, and they didn't get the hit they needed towards A, so they'll be saving 2 players for the T side, saving 4 on the CT side, still standing. And I think there's going to be a technical timeout no matter what, so thank you for your patience, guys and girls. I appreciate you guys. We did just lose our observer, if I'm not mistaken, so that might be an issue on their side, and indeed. The pause will probably be coming through, maybe from our side. Players are fine to go. They're still happy in this one, it seems. Look, we can cast their screen. I'm fine with that.
Okay, right then. I guess, is that really what's happening? 0 communication for us just yet, so I guess we're casting off a screen.
Keep that shot, please.
Yep. All right, we're in eyes with Ethan. Looks like a slaughter, M9 there.
Okay, and just to keep you up to date, there is going to be 2 players with those rifles that saved from last round. So Oscar and Rops have the rifles. Again, apologies for what you're seeing. I'll try and keep this as descriptive as I can. The other players only had pistols, and that's the punishment here. It is going to be NRG picking up 2 kills to start with. Chris J and Sunny are lost. The rifle that was with Chris J has come over. There we go. We're back in. Apologies. We're just going to have to try and make it work. As said, they did lose 2 players early on. There are still 3 alive. And Snacks, Oscar, and Rob's going to try and make it work while they can.
Let's do our best to forget that ever happened in mousesports. There you go. It's back in the Barclays as well.
Thank you, guys.
A cheer from the crowd. Hopefully, for NRG's sake, we'll be hearing more of that. As the T side once again going to be falling flat. Nice work from Fugly, just looking to wrap things up, looking for the X-ray eventually, but we'll get there. It's 3-2.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Our POVs are delayed currently, or ahead. Oh, it's going to be... this is going to be fun.
Are they?
Yes.
Ooh. We can sound like prophets. Shouldn't have said anything.
We are actually back into the round, so we can stop looking at the gorgeous player faces. We can have a look into the game itself, hopefully. Already a player has been killed. I'm sorry about this, guys. Hopefully we can get into the game. They have lost out on 1 very early on.
No, they haven't yet.
Yeah, they have, Robs. It is out of sync there for us. So again, it's a 5v4, Alex. Sunny, Oscar, Snacks, and Chris J are alive here, trying to do what they can. Again, for them, bomb plant seem great if they can do it, get a gun away, try and steal that into the next. And we'll have a little look and see if that's the case, if they can make that happen.
Let's find out. They've only got the pistols. mousesports already cut down to size. Fugly, aggressive towards server room. Nope, nothing coming of it just yet. Nice work from Cirque. Getting another one, not just yet. Shot onto Snacks, and he's going to close it out. Swift from Cirque. Transitions to the sidearm, and a smile creeps onto the youngster's face. 18 years of age and on that semi-final stage.
It's amazing, isn't it? Can't hear him. A little louder?
What are they trying to say? USA?
Very nice. You like to see it.
So it's going to be a full buy round for both sides as we jump in then. They have the utility, we talked about it earlier, so NRG, they've got themselves a lead. One would expect so on the CT side of Nuke, and Ethan's been given the responsibility of holding outside. The nade does just tickle Snacks.
It does, and quite the battle. Ethan up against someone of that caliber. Snacks, so proficient at doing this stuff. You can see him knowing the lines to work from. Ethan could be in trouble here, but Snacks has found another way through. They create the smoke trail, just putting them down as they go, but Ethan gonna catch out Snacks. Good work. Will he expect another, though? Chris J there as well. And Ethan's done well with a deagle in this sort of position before, but a lot more on his plate this time with this man against him. Chris J doesn't spot it out. Ethan does well to find Sunny. That's good work. 4v3 here. Where's the rest of the T side, though?
Numbers favor NRG. Bomb still loose. For mousesports, soon to be retrieved by Oscar. There it is. And Christie, he does have a good position to catch out Breezy here. 50 seconds. Breezy's repositioned. He's taken a safe spot. Quite an aggressive angle. He's expecting to see someone there as he does start to walk towards the lobby. Here's the nades raining out. That's going to be the frag. It's going to catch Oscar. That's the bomb loose. 35 seconds. This round is all but over for Mouse.
That late round aggression is so nice. That plays so well. It's such a nuisance. Chris J had a really good step into it, but Breezy makes it look real easy. That's him doing wonders for NRG. With the money replenished, sitting perfectly beside them. A couple of players over 10K, 7 towards Ethan. Cirque, not too bad either. 6.3 after repurchase. They're in a great spot with money. This needs a big performance now from mousesports to break back into this. They need a lot to happen here to make this seem better, basically. There's very few things going right for them. A couple of individual moments, but where's that control? Where's mousesports showing what they have on this map?
Something we can expect a little later, but yeah, string of rounds now for the NRG side. 5 in a row. Can be so difficult to warp outside. So many smokes thrown out. Snacks going for the retrofit smoke grenade. It will get him across the line, though, in towards Secret. They've only got CZs, and that was it for their utility. What, 2 flashes and a smoke to try and make additional impact. He's making as much noise as he possibly can, trying to draw the CTs away from his teammates. But nothing coming of it just yet. NRG, they know what's happening. They know the drill. A late take on the upper side.
Quite scary. Those CZs are very, very good at this range. If they get one good flash to set this into place or someone gets complacent, especially with a smoke like that. Dabs! So caught out by this in the vent dive. It's working out pretty well. That could be a bomb plant. Is anyone on lower side at all?
The bomb's going to go down.
I don't see anyone down here. Oh my word, how have they gotten away with this one?
This is going to get awkward fast. I think Cirque's going to be first on the scene. Fugly's there as well. Snax, he's going all the way around. This guy's going a trip around the world, looking to come behind the CTs. And mousesports with very little, just the sidearms. They're now playing the after plan, already half the time gone. They're running out of options now. Fugly, though, he finds some. A big way in for the North American side. Just Snax now left. He's been going all the way around. Nuke, it does take Cirque out of it. The defuser's coming in. Snax has to do something rather heroic. I don't think he's got the time, and indeed, NRG saved the day. Not bad for mousesports at all. A bomb plant, an AWP, and pressure applied.
That kill, as soon as they came out through Squeaky, you felt for Daps in a way. How many of us have felt that CZ just tear us up? And it's like, great, well, that's awful. But there was no one on ramp, no one playing lower quick enough to stop that plant, no pressure down there. Instantly goes over, but good for mousesports to finally get a step back in this one. It felt like they've been not having success in any of the approaches, so that's at least somewhat of a tick in a box.
Doesn't look a timeout's going to be called. mousesports just going to try and find some answers. I think at the moment it has just been an absence of frag. Spectacular work from Cirque. We're into round 9. He's already sitting 11 frags to the good. They got that AWP in his hands early, and he's been making it work. A real absence of frags outside of Chris J, but we saw where the majority of them came from. That was the start. Pistol round and a fantastic upper take with the MAC-10. Got him the majority of his frags. Sits at 8. And we're back into the fray. 6 for NRG, 2 for mousesports. And a full buy, let's see. Nice angle from Daps. Don't think he's going to quite stay there too long.
No. We'll see. I want to see the game plan from mousesports. I want them to be proactive in this. I want to see if there's a difference to be made by Oscar, if that AWP's going to have its place, because he was a big, big influencer on Inferno. He made a huge amount of headway for mousesports. So if he can find a bit of that here, I'd love to see it.
Towards Secret, we know Device from Astralis plays this so damn well. Simple as well. A lot of big names make that spot work with the Zoom banger. Otherwise known as the AWP. Grouping towards a ramp, Fugly to be tested. He has to get more than one here, either one and done, or nope, just rattles off a shot. It's a warning, backs away, makes the call. And they are chasing, they're hot on his heels. He has to get more than one here. The guard are on their way, the reinforcements are on their way, but the cavalry have not arrived in time. Fugly, what can you do? Snax has already taken Ethan out of the equation. This is so brutal. He's going to get caught out. mousesports, the impending doom for NRG.
We wanted to see an answer. We might be getting one. Finally, mousesports looking a little bit more deadly in what they do, and maybe giving away by the game. They knew that lower side could be vulnerable after that last round, getting away with so much. A 4v2 position here for Cirque. He could try and maybe make something happen, but I just don't see mousesports letting him get away with it.
I can't help but feel that Fugly had to do more. He played so passive. I mean,
he felt scared.
He played the game of survival, and sure, I understand that, you know, keeping the numbers there and letting the teammates rotate, but unfortunately, on that lower site, if the T's get so much ground, similar to that of Train, they just can spread themselves out so thick that on the retake, you're screwed.
A good thick spread.
Not too much, though.
Like Marmite on my toast, yeah.
Back to the toast again.
Always. A worldwide analogy, everyone gets it.
Mm-hmm. And so mousesports find themselves the third. It does look like we've got everything back as it should be. We can see through walls again, Lauren.
Always nice.
Helpful. So much money for NRG. This is a very comfortable CT side now at the moment. They can get everything they desire, like kids in a candy store. Swapping lollipops for Molotovs. And timeout called by mousesports.
It's a very bleak idea, isn't it, Alex? Is this your slam poetry coming through?
It's back again.
And it is the tactical timeout for Mouse, and I'm happy to see that. It's weird. We go from Sunny being the most impactful player on Inferno. You could say Oscar had a really big pivotal round, but Sunny overall, and he's not arrived yet in this map. So I'm always curious if it's just positioning that doesn't work with him on this, or if purely he's just not going to the game yet, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't got a single kill as of yet, so that could be a big factor.
Here we go then, round 10. It's our second map of our first semi-final here from ESL One New York. NRG, they are on the favored side. You're right, Sunny, a big goose egg for him. That has to change. Likely will, though. Often one of those few players that's not going to fall for the emotions. And here we go. Smokes outside. Oh, and a player's outside too. It's the deep smokes. They've mixed it up. Those deep smokes mean that there's so many question marks for Cirque. And they're using them. They're perfectly using them, walking through them, hugging the smokes, and now tucking in to secret.
So where's that lower presence? We've asked this a couple of rounds now. It's been exploited a couple of rounds. This is a switch up. Dab's down here quite early, but not going to be easy. As Chris already makes his presence known. Nade comes in. Dab's again going to spot a little bit of this one out. Damage towards Oscar, but they've given up so much ground here. Dab's trying to adjust around.
It's good.
This isn't bad. He stayed alive, which is actually really impressive. They've lost him now into a bit of the kind of mayhem of it all. Snacks has a good idea, but is unsure of it. Support on the way as well. mousesports, they're still waiting for that big moment to start this off. That could be it.
Yeah, Snacks has got great position on radio as well. Look at that. That's going to pay dividends later on. The bomb will be going down unless Dabs can catch him through the smoke. And no, bomb planted courtesy of Sunny. They have to find more than one here. And indeed, Dabs, they know exactly where you are. Bang through the floor. It's Sunny to finish it. Just 3 left for this retake. Nade does take Sunny down low. Fantastic from Snacks. The payoff is great as he does connect through the smoke.
Now does he do it? Ugly and Cirque still trying to make a bit of an effort of this one, but Cirque is backing off. It's job done. mousesports have found the weakness. They find the wound that they continue to poke at, which is that B site. No one's been able to deny it yet. Oh, and Cirque can't make it away. Rops, quick on the job.
Yeah, speaking of denial, that's exactly what that was from Rops. Takes the weapon away from Cirque. And they'll have to have a clean slate. Another buy, likely from NRG. They've got plenty of funds. But mousesports, they've managed to break it. It was, what, a string of 6 rounds in a row from the defensive sides of NRG. And now mousesports starting to forge something of their own. 2 in a row.
Back underway. See if, again, mousesports go for the same thing. Daps was the one to move over before. And there's another switch up. Ethan on a nice bit of aggression towards the outer area. Sunny has been underperforming to his standard at least. And Cirque might have his number 2. Watching towards the top of that silo, kept safe by Ethan. Ensuring that no one's going to peek that angle, but it's going to be a timing factor.
I don't know if Sunny ever goes wide. I think he's purely there for info.
But this could be different.
Oh, I love the boost.
Yeah, this could negate what Ethan's trying to do, potentially. He's going to surely hear this. Now with those shots coming through, let's see how they adjust it. Cirque has found a new way to play this, maybe a little safer. We are seeing those smokes towards the outside area. Nothing new here, but it's a bit of a different pace to this. Ethan, he's going for a research mission, and he's found an answer already. Takes down Snacks, big name to claim, but there's still 4 alive.
It's not just the frag as well, it's information. Ethan can say they're not coming outside. Those smokes, they mean nothing. They're no longer a facade. They're no longer going to be unpredictable in their assault. Now mousesports are going to catch a Molotov. Christian, which is in first, found by Breezy, traded. Rops still on the site, looking for a second frag towards Heaven. Cirque going to give it to him potentially, but no, backs away. Sunny in the meantime makes it level. 3 versus 3. Sunny coming in from main.
But no bomb yet, and that's a bit of a problem. They need to pick that up, consider how to get there in that position, that angle. It's being pressured. Dap's going to find one as soon as he moves. That'll be Sunny down, and around we go. Bomb does come in, so the time swings now against the CT side, and they need to make their move. Oscar having to hold these angles with the AWP. It's tough, but I wouldn't put it past him.
NRG, they've got a good stance to retake this one. Oscar, though, can cause problems. He always causes problems for his opponents. Maybe not now, though. Tanked up, just down to 1 through the wall. He's going to get pressured, and that will be NRG back on the board. 7 now for them. Nice work from Ethan. I think he played an integral role in bringing that 7th round home.
Yeah, it's a hard balance to strike, isn't it, playing that outside area? Do I overextend? What if I get caught? Then it's completely open, and it's a very fine line to walk, and he walked it perfectly.
As soon as he gets that frag, he sees the smokes landing, he can just immediately call it. They're coming in. Despite the bomb going down, NRG fantastic on the retake. Those rifles working wonderfully. Talking of rifles, Fugly's grabbed himself an AK from the mousesports side. We're bringing that into the fray
nice.
next. A timeout called by mousesports as they want to just quickly get their heads screwed on right.
Still catches me off a little to see that man in that jersey.
It's still odd, isn't it?
Just a little bit. Just for a second, I'm like, wait. Yep, no, that's right now. Yep.
So many years we saw Snacks in the black and orange.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? What do you think of the NRG jersey?
I mean, it's nice. I like the fact that we have a pink team.
It's hot pink.
It's hot pink.
Hot.
One of the few colors we didn't have yet. League of Legends, they had their Unicorns of Love. Now we've got one.
NRG are unicorns of love. It's adorable, but we are back into this, and the purchase is pretty good for both sides. Again, mousesports tried to switch it up, still had success in some margin of the fact of a bomb plant, a couple of kills, an opening avenue, but then it got hindered. It looks like they tried to switch up the pace, they go a little faster, but Daps trying to make that clip stretch as he may. It's Snacks lighting up the kill feed, 2 big kills, creating mayhem on the upper side of things. Bomb to be planted, he's on guard duty, trying to keep this safe, but Fugly takes a wander, takes a walk, he finds the angle, but he doesn't expect drops.
Ethan, it's not impossible. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. He knows there's going to be one behind him. He does fire up a couple of rounds, precautionary measure. Oscar not caught, though. That's a nice positioning from him, and now he anticipates Oscar's position. The bangs! Oh, it's not good enough! Oscar, quick reactions from him as soon as the bullets come in. Good call from his teammate as well. It was Rops shouting roof.
Oh, this is game on, isn't it? Look at that scoreline. Yeah, it is a CT-sided map for sure, but we've seen T-sides looking so good. It seems like the battle of the T-side, right? Who's got that stronger T-side, or is just kind of like pushed it forward? I'm excited to see this. mousesports have turned up. They've started to look good. They keep, it's that back and forth. Okay, they work us out, we'll work them out. And these timers have been used really well to create that chance for them. And another timeout comes in, potentially for NRG this time.
Understandable. I mean, there's so much on the line here. NRG. It's their first time on the ESL One New York stage. ESL One in general. The semi-finals for them, but now they face Mouse. They bested their fair few of opponents to get here. Don't forget, NRG are the team that 2-0'd FaZe Clan. The team that dominated, stomped their way through ESL One New York 2017. And just 1 year later, grouped by the New Bloods of NRG. G2 fell as well. We had the opportunity to cast that one, Lauren, and it was quite a convincing win from NRG, but mousesports proving to be their biggest test yet.
That is indeed the case. Ethan Stiegel looked good thus far, but Sunny, far superior in weaponry, waits on the other side, but so little utility to play with here. That pressure can really mount. And I think Ethan caught a glimpse, or at least enough to know that this is an angle worth watching, but we can't see anything else towards the outside area. That's the risk they're taking and what they're banking on, because they don't have much to play with, and Fugly's hearing those steps. The call's been made. Cirque and Fugly are the big heavy hitters. They're the ones with the big guns, and you want to be landing these shots here. The spray! I almost believed in the second. Oh, it's an absolute nightmare,
it's gone
Alex.
so wrong.
It's a nightmare.
They had their 2 weapons. They had their weapons in the right place. Everything looked good. But Snacks, a collateral, essentially. Quick spray from him. Cirque and Ethan just decimated. Reese, though, he has 1 shot and 1 opportunity to make a difference here. The bomb going in. Can't surprise Sunny. Not today. And that should be another round for Mouse. 6 on the T side. That's a big number. Likely to extend it as well, as they managed to keep 4 of their weapons in their grasp. They're not going anywhere. It's reset the economy. And those saved weapons taken away as well now. Could grab the AWP if no one's watching it. It lies on the floor there next to Cirque's body. He has to be so careful. He doesn't want to make noise.
Yeah, dropping that gun could really be
They heard him,
pain in
but
the arse. Yeah, Daps has got away though, I'm pretty sure, down by ramp, so that should be safe. And they do lose a player on mousesports. The HP was just so low, simply put. So that's not the biggest threat when you have a nice bit of money in the bank. You're closing in towards the end of this half.
yeah, I'm looking to see mousesports really. They've acquired such a comfortable T side here on Nuke. I mean, the fact of the matter is that you win the pistol. Perhaps that does make life a lot easier for you. It gave them 2. Their rounds have came in 2-round bursts. 2 at the initial. Then they finally broke the run of NRG to find 4, and they've done it again here. Look at the buy from NRG. This should be a comfortable 7, potentially even 8.
It really should. Money has been stripped away from them. They're so just in dire need of anything to work out for them. But Really good, nice work from Sunny. Clinical, precise work there. Takes out Ethan. Not surprising, though. Don't have much play with really only Cirque who can do anything about this. And he's irrelevant to the round so far.
Charging towards the lower site. Bomb in the hands of Snacks, and he'll be planting in that corner, just tucked in on the very edge of that plantable area. They haven't got the weapons for this retake. They haven't got the nades. They haven't got anything. And they will just be backing away. Cirque, of course, invested into that orb, and he's not willing to lose it. I say invested, of course. Daps managed to save it. Bought the Kevlar to back it up, though. And so that will be 7-7. NRG, they're going to have to put on quite the show on the second half of this second map in our first semi-final. ESL One New York continues with mousesports. They're setting their sights on that grand final. They're not going to make this easy.
No, and they're already one map to the good here, remember. Feels like a very different couple of teams. 7-7, though. It's a really good T-side from mousesports. Be able to do this to NRG, keep that money consistently in a really problematic place where they just don't have the orbs, they didn't have, the utility, or they've had, such a rough run of things. It's boded so well to allow mousesports to get such a good marker here.
One more round of our first half of our second map. Let's find out if NRG can just come out with a slight lead. There's smokes raining out early from mousesports. A different approach to round out this half. A page from the strap book. LMBT watching on from behind them. Whoa, that's a lot of damage early. Great nade. In fact, converting off of Daps' work with the explosives. It's Cirque to find first blood. Rops down.
And he's in vents?
He is.
Oh, the timing. No, Cirque. The timing couldn't be worse for him. But Snacks really caught off guard. Yes, that's the bomb gone loose, so Fugly can be a nuisance here.
Numbers favor NRG. The clock is long, though. 75 seconds left in this round. mousesports, they're not in a hurry. Ugly, thinking about it. Does reveal his location. Christian hasn't done that just yet, though, but no, Ethan's got a sneaky suspicion with the doors closed. Christian gets 2 1v1s. Ethan saves the day.
Crowd noise almost backfiring on him there. That could have gone a lot worse. A 3v2, though. Oscar gets shut down, and Sonny tries the same thing. It works for him. And now the 1v2 begins. Not going to happen. Breezy stays up, stays alive. And this is a very close half, but being Nuke, being that T-side from mousesports was good. It's quite scary. I think, though, we have an interview coming up.
Yeah, we certainly do. It does sound like we'll take a quick break between this half before we see if NRG can take us to a third with Banks. He's sitting out on the sofa.
Oh yes, I'm sat on the sofa in the Red Bull Lounge and I'm joined by Ian. These are the best seats in the house. You can just see what we've got around us. Now, I've managed to find an American mousesports fan. How are you finding it so far? And are you impressed with mousesports?
Yeah, I think mousesports is playing their hearts out right now. I think first map they had a little bit of trouble closing it out, but luckily they were able to find their form, and it looks like they're finding their form again in this map. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them closing it out.
Do you think they're going to take this 2-0 now and kind of ruin the NRG streak on Nuke?
Oh yeah, I mean, have you seen their Nuke CT side? They're going to kill it.
This man knows his stuff. He thinks mousesports is going to do it. Machine and Pansy, it's going to go back to you guys.
Okay, the man knows his stats.
He does.
Expecting to see a strong CT side from mousesports, and I think everyone, including their opponents, is anticipating that. But this is where truly every round, every frag matters. The pistol round is a big start for NRG. Should they pick this one up, maybe get the ball rolling, we could see 3. I'm hoping and praying I get to spend more time casting in the Barclays Center. NRG control that.
Our fate is in your hands, NRG.
Let's have a look.
And Robs, well, that's some pressure on him as well.
Oscar's already got one for Mouse, and now Robs, he could have done more, backs away. Reminiscent of Fugly with the rifle. This time Breezy's hot on his heels, though. Needs to find this frag for NRG, does so. That's the floodgates open. They start to swarm into the lower site. Oscar's going to be the first to receive. He's got some info. He's going to get a whole lot more, though, with the doors open, and here comes NRG. 3 of them going for the triple peak. He does take it 1. Chris J and Sunny left to try and win this one for Mouse. Sunny already gets 1. Does what he does best. Chris J's got another. This is getting problematic, Lauren.
Oh, this is scary times. Fugly. Bomb planted for a decent spot for him. He knows rough. Oh, Fugly! A 1v1!
He can pull
The
back.
time. He's playing the time well. Testing the patience now. Sunny shows himself ugly, moves away again. This is smart, this is good work from the man. He's on the move, he's on the run.
He's being hunted.
He's done it so well.
Beautiful stuff from Fugly. Wonderful work, he just played the clock. Exactly what you had to do. Scarpers, that was so adrenaline fueled. But just baiting them around, a 1v2 from Fugly, and just, I mean, there could not be a more important round for NRG in their current circumstance. You needed to win that pistol, and it looked like it wasn't going to happen. It really did.
That first, this shot being so clean was...
Needed that.
That was the godsend. It was like, okay, now I can actually play the time. Now I can toy with it and not just be held on that angle. Really, really nice work from him. 9-7 now. Those odds, he doesn't care. He's playing his game as best he can. And the money to be reflecting the first round, of course. mousesports going to do what they can, though. This map is punishing for teams who do not have economy, as NRG found out the hard way.
Yeah, and don't doubt Chris J with the scout already tagged up Breezy heavy. He's bleeding internally. Might want to pass that AK off to Daps, and he does do so. This is going to be a question of maintaining for NRG. Yes, they want to win the round, but they want to do it as cleanly as possible on that T side. Slow and steady wins the race. They don't want to fall into any traps, any footfalls, and slowly they gather towards Squeaky, but so do the CTs. Look at this.
It's a lot of players there.
And that's the angle where the CZ really does thrive. CQB.
50 seconds now. The clock feels like it builds, and Daps, where did Daps just get tagged from? And actually, Christian on the scouts moved over. Nice repositioning from him. Sunny now prepares himself. When the door opened, the flood begins. It's down to 30 seconds. This gets scary for the T side, and Sunny might be something of nightmares for them. It is!
Dear.
Oscar's chimed in as well. It's down to Fugly again, but this time it looks so unlikely. The odds stacked so drastically against him. mousesports turning on a dime.
They only lost one player. NRG, they became their own worst enemies there. They were so hesitant. By the time they actually started to push, Chris J had already done damage. He already took Breezy down to 10 points of health, and Daps even lower, a frag from him. Relocating all the way from outside into ramp, and this was Daps' death. Cirque, excuse me. That was Daps. Sunny really did just close that one out. He made sure that wasn't going to be a comeback from NRG in round 17. Into 18 we go, though. And the tables have turned.
If it was a second later, that could have done so much. Robso gets the contact, falls away. Smart play from him. Will give up ramp control, but it's worth it. You don't want to lose that gun early. You don't want to give them a better shot at this. Oscar's down below anyway. Cirque's going to find that out one way or another. And actually, they're doing okay on positioning here for some reason. That's going to be a bomb plant. Molly's a little late on that, so they're staying alive here, and those CZs could become deadly at this sort of range.
This could become problematic for mousesports. Oh, Chris J, how he hit that? And Snacks has got himself two. The round's over. Another one for Mouse. They had a shot, NRG. The jewels didn't go in their favor, though, and that will be Mouse starting to get ever closer.
Not gonna lie, I do miss Chris J on that scout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you see him do those things, you're like, ooh, that's nice.
He had 8K. If he was feeling anything other than confident, he would have chosen to take in an M4 into that fray, but no, comfortable with the scout. He even finds a frag with it.
Top fragging as well. Feels good.
Man.jpg.
Sorry to man. 9-9.
They've got nothing. They have to almost accept that this will be double digits for Mouse as they once again regain the lead. Rather temporary from NRG.
Oh, aggression, though, comes out from Chris J. Oh! Chris J, are you kidding me right now? 2 kills with the CZ. Oh, this is just bullying, guys. No! Don't do it in front of the home crowd like this.
They have a full buy.
They're villains.
The kill feed is filled with mousesports pistols. Yeah, let's see that again. Chris J, aggressive with a CZ.
It's not this one. This one, yeah, all right. Do you mind, Chris J?
1 rifle frag out of 5. P250 and CZ for mousesports is all they need.
Oh, that's how you get to 10 rounds. 10-9 purchasing for NRG, but they've it's hard to kind of rebound from that, but hopefully they can shake that off and they're good to go, and they need to put up the numbers now. It's go time for them. If they want a shot against that third map and get themselves in the final, that American Grand Final, something we all would like to see, They need to win here too. Fast flashes, quick play towards the upper side. Ethan giving a great deal of room here. We saw the player drop to the vents, but there's still a man on the side, and one up in heaven. Chris is feeling the game, and he's looking confident. You can tell as to why.
Yeah, he's doing such good work for mousesports. However, as Oscar finds Fugly, Daps did take Snacks out of this one. So the numbers, good for the CTs, but Daps' positioning could do something. Rops is expecting an arrival. In fact, wow. He's got a fantastic read of this one. Daps has made his intentions far too clear. Daps down, all on Cirque. He has the bomb and he has time, Lauren, but this is T-side Nuke.
That one guy is on your side, Cirque.
They're channeling their energy towards him. He has to do something rather magical, and there is a player to his right. Might have a shot, does connect onto Oscar. That's a start.
That's for the guy in the crowd. Let's go, Cirque. Let's see what that Orb can do now. Left in a 1v2 situation. Bomb to be planted. 33 seconds, but the defense is on the way, and now he needs to stand tall and deliver. Oh, Cirque! It's phenomenal!
Beautiful work from the youngster. The Bulgarian bulldozer flattens Mouse in an almost cartoon fashion. Tom and Jerry, eat your heart out. Chris J started this round so beautifully, so easily with the orb, and who knew it was Cirque's orb that would raise the roof. Lovely work from him. The fact that he managed to get that a 1v1 versus Oscar made that round possible.
Absolutely. Not an easy task.
Keen decision
really
making.
Not. 10-10, Alex. It's game back on.
And he's there. He closed the previous. He opens this one. Chris J down and out. Ooh, okay. Chill out, Cirque. Thinks it's 1.6. Bullets through the walls. Nothing connects, though. NRG, that's going to put a little bit more wind beneath their wings. How high they fly remains to be seen. Snacks has been such a nuisance outside. He's so good at this. A couple of smoke grenades down, and he likes to dance through them. He does so. Just positioning himself towards main. Oscar starting some late aggression, but look who's there to receive him. AKV Orb. Doesn't favor Ethan. Should he go just a millimeter wider?
Oh, did Oscar see him? Yeah, he's seen enough. He's seen another two, so the call's made to Snacks, and Daps cannot step any further. Oh, this is a shutdown, Alex.
It's a disaster. They can't count on Cirque again, surely. It shouldn't, and it isn't possible. Sonny shuts it down. And the 11th for mousesports, and that's just sent them straight back into their economy is in turmoil. They're in the bin. Oh, sorry, we're in America. They're in the trash can.
Is that your American accent?
That was my American accent.
I apologize on behalf of Alex to you people out there. Trash can.
Yeah, they're very descriptive.
Sidewalk.
Because you walk on it on the side.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It's a can for trash. It's a trash can. Bin is far too vague.
Who knows what goes
What is
in
a
there?
bin? I don't know.
What is it? And speaking of trash cans and bins, this buy is somewhat similar. CZ's armor, I guess, is something.
Ooh.
Oscar?
He does like to pull the alligator out at times, and it starts jumping. A lot of cash, 900 bucks in Oscar's pocket. Another round in Mouse. Taps. He's as good as dead. Got one frag with that CC in the nade. Ooh. Levels keep him alive just for a moment longer. Snacks is on the hunt. And that will be 12 for mousesports. Speaking of, that's all the bullets Daps has left in his gun. And it's gonna be more cash for Oscar. 12. 4 rounds away from the grand finals. Mousesports, they are locked in, zoned in. And I think Oscar's gonna keep that shotgun, Lauren.
You reckon?
I'm afraid so. I think he knows that NRG's money is, as I already have described in a poor accent, bad.
Yes. It even works on this map. You can sit above Squeaky. You've seen what MBK, Hiko, all
You can
these
play lower,
players
yeah,
doing
it all works.
Yeah, there's so many angles that can work on that sort of thing. But 12 to 10, NRG need to get to work now. They need to start making this count. This isn't the round to do it on. They only have Glocks, a PD-50, and a flash. But they get a plant, something like that, great. But you can see the positioning from that shotgun. the CT's well aware of what the plan might be.
I mean, what? A flashbang and a P250. No plan. It's going to get you across the line with this buy. Sunny, he's looking a little aggressive here. It's a good angle. Impossible to win with just those pistols. And already he catches them off guard. Ethan caught in transition. That's the bomb loose as well. Towards the server room. Oh, not bad. Just a Glock, and it does upgrade for Breezy.
Oh, Oscar, no, let him have this. Let him have something. It's mean almost. You're watching. It really gives you that villainous tag, doesn't it, to their name when he's prowling around with the shotgun, making money.
Yeah, they say the money tree doesn't exist, but
I think we found
eco rounds with a shotgun on Nuke. Not far from it. 11,000 for Oscar now. Same could be said for Snacks. You can see that double kill again. Just shreds through. No Kevlar, no hope. Yeah. 12, now 13 for mousesports. Finally, for NRG, they've got a shot, but the money still isn't a dream. There will be AKs across the board, and the call for a timeout is made. They are running out of options here, Lauren. If NRG were going to take us to a third, it would have to be this. This round would have to start it. They did so on Inferno. Let's not forget there was somewhat of a comeback. Right. It did give our analysts something to talk about.
Yeah. Feels like the pedigree of mousesports, though, is showing through.
Truly, they're looking great.
Seeing that.
I mean, they're making this look far too easy. Defensive side, I mean, what we've seen a flurry. 2 rounds split across the entirety of this half so far. Round 24.
Yeah, and one of them, bear in mind, was Cirque's individual moment. Now, we are seeing the smokes coming through. Breezy, all right, he's got some hops.
Sick hops, bruh. Oh, they've caught that nade right on the nose, and it's only going to get worse. Rops, spectacular on ramp, and Chris J, he's just here to finish it off. Doesn't quite connect, but Rops will do what he couldn't. Daps is the man outside. They all hit ramp, and it didn't go well. Now, Daps, can you do what Cirque did? Can you truly save your team? He's already got 2. It would be an ace clutch. Not known to be the star player, not known to be the clutch, the frags. They come elsewhere. Daps, he's supposed to be the brains of this brigade, but he has to be so much more. Bomb is loose, out of his grasp. Sunny's not necessarily turned on to this, though.
Okay. He's got a bit of room. It's not much, but it's a bit. Now, radio's going to be enough. Oh, Sunny just turned around. Timing against Daps there. He could have had at least maybe a shot at it if he got that, but not going to happen. And again, mousesports start really chipping away at NRG here. Mentally, you're going to start getting a little bit worried. That scoreline's starting to look pretty against you.
Oh, yeah. Running out of options. Rops, he did such a great job here. He had Chris J there as a backup plan. I don't think he really needed him. The young Estonian player. Such a fantastic story. Seeing his growth, seeing his dedication to his craft. And that player could be stepping onto the grand final stage in just 2 rounds' time, unless NRG have something to say about it. At the moment, rather mute here in Brooklyn. Chris J. Oh. So many options. Oh, how does he get away with that?
Oh, Fugly, it looked like he was back in. It looked like he'd made it back to T-Red, but apparently not.
Not for Chris J.
No.
Bomb is out of their grasp, and so is this game. Breezy. Shot in the backside. Smoke's supposed to keep Daps safe on that drop, but I think he feels far from it at this point. Nice from Ethan, gives them a lifeline. Really wishes he could phone a friend at this point, because this is embarrassing. Another one. 15. mousesports honed in.
This is certainly no 50-50. Cirque, your last man standing, it's 15 rounds for mousesports.
Lovely.
That's not only map point, Alex, it's match point.
It really is. You've got to give a whole lot of credit to mousesports. They have just looked so hard to break through on this CT side. It looks impossible. No matter where NRG go, they are met with precision and experience. Of course, a lot of that experience coming from the newest edition. It's taken a while to integrate Snacks into that roster to find form they previously had. They were the team known for finding the semi-finals. Well, in this case, the grand finals, just one round away. It's what they changed the roster for. It's because they wanted the trophies, and that trophy is going to be a whole lot closer. Sits in the front of the stage to get in their grasp. They need to get to the finals. One round now for Mouse.
We're talking about the storyline of the All-American final, how delightful that would be. You've got to look at mousesports after the disaster of the major for these guys, how poorly that went. This is a good shot at redemption. That final looming could be phenomenal for them. That's what they're eyeing up here, a chance to build back and get a little bit of a glimpse of what they were as a team that you want to be seeing from these guys. And NRG need to make it count.
Ethan, not quite the smoothest of moves. Christo repositions. He knows there's pressure being applied outside. Still no smokes outside, really. You haven't seen too much of that from NRG, surprisingly. Ethan, though, draws first blood. Christo darting all the way back to spawn. Can't send them packing just yet. NRG, 2 quick frags. Ethan responsible for both of them.
He's fighting for
They know where he is. But they got him. It's Breezy. mousesports does look like they're going to be facing a little bit of resistance before that grand final dream is realized. If that grand final dream is realized.
How bad do NRG want this? You've seen Ethan there putting up numbers that could have been pretty hard for him before. He's found 2 kills there that were integral to this round. Now Oscar and Sunny trying to be the ruiner of dreams and hopes here, but Sunny waits. That bomb still yet to be planted, still to be seen if this is going to be clean, if it's going to be 5 alive, it's going to be a good round, or if it's even a win.
Look how cautious NRG are. It's only 2 left, but they don't want to get caught off guard.
They get scared in the 30 seconds though, Alex. Things can go wrong.
Breezy's got everything covered. And Daps has done one better. Finds Sunny lurking in the back. Oh, Oscar. Bullet to the forehead of Breezy. And Daps is about to give him a fight. Oscar looking for, quick adjustment makes it 2. NRG, they're not making this look easy.
It's costly as
There's
well.
a 5v2, Lauren.
They needed to keep these guns. They need to keep putting up the best they can, the best amount. No, Oscar.
Not like this.
Oh, Cirque.
Through the flames, he
Dives
had to.
in there on that one.
A bit of an oversight.
Oh, just a touch.
If Cirque was just a little lower, had he caught anything, a nade, a bullet, anything, a little earlier in the game, he would have fallen in that Molotov. But phew, a sigh of relief from every fan of NRG here in New York. Another round of play.
15-11. Again, we asked the question, how bad did NRG want this? Cirque had to give everything to get there.
I mean, imagine a different environment, a different world where there's a smoke instead of a Molotov and it's on that bomb. That all has to be precise. So close to the semi-final dream from NRG being taken away. Look at this. Finally, the outside smokes come out from NRG. They're having a walk bomb with them. If they're quiet, Snacks won't make the call, and you talked about the shotgun, Lauren.
This isn't how it ends, surely. This isn't how the game starts to crescendo. Presence shown, so they're not going to go around hap-handedly. Hey, back from this potentially. You have Snacks watching the upper side, though. And it looks like mousesports have a good idea where NRG have been and what they're up to, but they haven't made full commitments here. Chris J is considering where to go. There's a minute left, and they're worried they're getting hesitant here, but they're starting to build, and oh, on the other side of that smoke, is there going to be a stopping power? Is there going to be a threat? It's Chris J to find Daps. Snacks' turn to try and light up the kill feed. He does. We're down to 3.
It's going from bad to worse for NRG. They changed their mind. It was just a smoke grenade. That's all it took for them to change their mind, and now mousesports are changing it by force. That's it. mousesports are going to the grand finals. 2 maps is all it took. Experience prevails on the big stage here in New York.
Certainly does. A good performance after a shaky group stage, you could say. mousesports did not look flawless. People looked at them after the major. That's a better squad we're seeing here. Taking down NRG, looking solid.
Yeah. Still, it's becoming a familiar tale. Semi-finals for NRG is as high as they've managed to find. They're 5th this year. But mousesports, they just truly looked like they've picked up speed. It was a slow group stage, of course, picking up the wins to get them here, but don't forget about mousesports. Don't sleep on them, certainly not in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah. And I always do love an interview with Chris J, so hopefully that's coming up there. It looks like OJ's almost ready with him on stage. They're just, discussing they are the villains. They're not that fussed by it. They don't need a home crowd. They can do just fine on their own.
Yeah, ready. OJ on the stage.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you. With Chris J right now, I was going to say that was fairly easy, but you'd disagree with that.
Yeah, I disagree. I feel like we had to fight. They're a good team, and we had to play really focused and good to beat them.
You were super focused. It seems like mentally, NRG can't get beyond a semi-final. You seem to play into that. Lots of pressure.
I suppose so. I'm not sure. I guess they're not that used to playing on stage that much as some of my teammates are, so I guess that helps us.
Now, obviously, we're here in New York, in Brooklyn, the Barclays Center. We're in North America. There's been a lot written, a lot said about this renaissance of North American Counter-Strike. You've just ruined one half of that all North American final.
Yeah, that's what we do. We destroy the home team.
Ooh. So you're fine. I mean, obviously, it's not a massively hostile crowd, but there was a home team you just beat. Does that bother you at all?
What bothers me? Sorry.
Does it bother you at all, taking on a hometown team, being the bad guys?
We like it, actually. I mean, every time we won a tournament, it was against the home team almost. So, I don't know, we feel some extra energy by playing against, like, the favorite team or the home team.
Who do you think you're playing in the final?
I suppose Liquid.
And if you are playing Liquid in the final, another hometown team, best of 5, how do you approach that?
It's going to be hard. Liquid is a good team. They're one of the most consistent teams, I would say, lately. Obviously, Astralis is like the most consistent one, winning everything, but Liquid is always up there as well. So it's going to be hard. We're going to watch their game today and prepare the best we can.
Do you think, with your deeper map pool, you'll be more of a favorite in that final if you do play Liquid?
I mean, we feel like the favorites, yeah.
I love that. Put your hands together for winner. They are going through to the grand final tomorrow here in the Barclays Center. It's mousesports. Thank you very much, buddy. We have got another semi-final on the way. We'll do that after this short break.